The 41st NHL All-Star Game is brought to you by Budweiser and Bud Light will bring you Bud Bowl 2. This time it's war. By the exciting, innovative, unconventional new spirit of Dodge. And by Kentucky Fried Chicken. Taste our best at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
We welcome you back to the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh. Capacity, crowd on hand, better than 16,000. Marv Albert, John Davidson, along with Mike Emmerich. And John, we were discussing before the game that we expected a wild first period. 7-2 Wales leading the Campbells after one. But I don't think we expected 9 goals, which is a new all-star record.
Not 7 by one team. And what's odd is the Campbell Conference is the high-scoring conference of the two conferences. The difference, of course, has been Mario Lemieux. You know, Wayne Gretzky holds or shares 53 different NHL records, and he was held without a point that first period. He has to come back and play very well for their team to get back into this thing.
On the other hand, Mario Lemieux doing it before the home crowd, scoring 3 goals, the hat trick in the first. And Mario is alongside Mike Emmerich, along with his Pittsburgh teammate Paul Coffey. Let's get to the dressing room.
Yeah, offensive kingpins right here, Marv. 7-2 at the end of the first period. Paul, do you expect coming into a game like this you're going to get this many offensive chances as your team did?
Well, I think, you know, a lot of times in the All-Star games, that's basically what it is, a lot of offensive chances. And I think anytime you get players like the guy sitting beside you, Mario Lemieux, and Gretzky on the other side, you're going to get a lot of chances.
I think the interesting thing, Paul, is standing down at the bench area when he scored the third one, which was set up from you, by the way, is how a number of his teammates just looked up at the ceiling, and Pat Burns, the coach, said, "Man, what a player." Do you take this for granted after a while, having played with him here now for a year and a half?
Well, I consider myself very lucky to play with a player like Mario, and I think that I've seen it before, but, you know, I had the pleasure of playing with Wayne in Edmonton. A lot of things he did amazed me all the time, and it's no different with Mario. I mean, the stuff he does is just amazing, and it's great to play with him.
I'm sure that Mario would say the same about Paul Coffey, too. But my question is, I think in all of corporate America, Avis always tries to keep track of hurts and so forth, and you and Wayne Gretzky, the top 2 players in the game. Do you pick up the paper in the morning just to see how close your lead is or how close his lead is on you? Do you follow his games, too?
Yeah, I do. Really, there's a battle this year. He's playing very well, and I'm always 2 or 3 points behind him. Even though I got a big game a week ago, a 5-pointer, he came back with a 5-pointer. So he's tough to catch up with.
I'm interested in hearing, too, some observations as we go on, and perhaps we'll be talking about a car at the end of the night, although that's getting a bit ahead of ourselves. Thanks very much for joining us, Mario and Paul. Back upstairs now to Marv.
All right, Mike, and when we come back, we'll take a look at yesterday's all-timers game as part of the festivities of the NHL All-Star Weekend here in Pittsburgh. They call it the Heroes of Hockey, and we'll check it out right after these words.